Something different that I wanted to ask is, you always say you take yourself with you wherever you go. So if you try to run away from something, it's kind of like it's a moot point because you just go back.
Because you are at all times emanating a vibration. And it's a vibration that you've practiced yourself into, either by deliberate intent or by observation or reaction to what's going on around you. So your point of attraction really belongs to you. So if you're standing in a place and your point of attraction isn't pleasing you, so you take yourself someplace else, your point of attraction is not going to please you there either. Although there are some environments that are a little more conducive to you feeling better. So we're not saying that it doesn't feel better to be in some places than others. In other words, we don't want to get that extreme about it. But a common question is, I'm in the middle of this work relationship or this personal relationship and I'm really not happy here. Should I quit or should I leave and go someplace else? And we say, yeah, but you're going to take yourself with you. So you better get out of town too. and out of this nation and off this planet, and now we're not quite sure where to send you because your point of attraction is everything. So we would stay right where we are and do something about improving our point of attraction, and it may very well be that your path of least resistance will lead you to another place. But you want to find the vibrational alignment and then feel the inspiration to move or leave or go, rather than taking the action and then trying to find the inspiration. It works so much better if you clean up your vibration first and then.
Okay, that's more clear for me.
Yeah.
I get that. Leaving from a place of feeling good, knowing,
Because if you leave from a place of feeling good, you'll show up in a new place that feels good too. But if you leave from a place of feeling bad, the next place, no matter how lovely it is, will feel bad to you too. Just pay attention to your point of attraction. You can clean up your point of attraction really fast. Much faster than packing.
And when we deal with people that
the word deal is a little telling.
Yes. When we're trying to, let's say, find the best out of somebody that we don't see it so clearly.
Yes?
What is the best way to do that?
Look somewhere else. And practice the momentum of that until you've moved to a new vibrational place. And then when you look back at that person, they will look different to you because your point of attraction, even in this one thing, has changed. Do you understand how that was the same question as the question before? You take yourself with you to every person you talk to. Everybody I know is ornery. Probably politics' fault.
Okay, another question that might be different is...
Usually not. They're usually all the same thing.
Yeah, it might be the same thing. It might be.
Because they're all coming from your point of attraction. It's all right.
I love, I've been flying drones, and I love the idea you put on goggles and you sort of escape. And you're flying. And you always say we would never want to leave this physical body.
If you knew how much you wanted to be in it, you wouldn't be trying so hard to get out of it.
But it's so much fun.
Well, then, if it's fun, if you're having a good time, that's the first indicator that you are in alignment with who you are. So you have allowed yourself a new identity in which you feel freer. That's what that's about.
Interesting.
But you can't live in that environment all the time.
What do you mean?
We mean you got to take the goggles off every now and again and go get something to eat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love eating too. I've got no problem there.
So again, it's a little bit of escape, isn't it?
Yes.
It's that same thing as running away from reality a bit. But here's another example of that, very briefly. We've offered this story many times. Jerry and Esther met a woman who was teaching language. And Jerry commented on how he knew a little boy that he'd met in the circus who went from tent to tent to tent to tent, this very young boy. And he learned several different languages in this 2 years that they were all moving around together. It was so easy. He just picked them up so easily. And every tent he went to, the acrobat spoke one language, and the clown spoke another language, and the trapeze artist spoke another language. And this little boy at the end of that tour knew all of those languages and could speak fluently with all of those people. So Jerry is asking this woman, why is it more difficult for adults to learn languages than children? And she talked about how they get locked into what they believe about themselves. And so she said, we do something different at our school. When you enter, we give you a new identity. We never call you by your real name. We assign you another name. We assign you another place of birth. We assign you another place of residence. We assign you another occupation. And you present yourself to the other students as this new person. And the first week, we just spend indoctrinating you to your new personality. And then you learn language much faster. Because in finding the new you, you leave a lot of your own inhibitions about your ability to learn behind. So it's the same sort of thing. The drone may be the new version of this. What we are teaching, rather than either of those things, because we don't really think that you need to assign yourself a new identity, but we can certainly see the value of it in this application. Or we don't think that you need to be in a world of virtual reality where you are looking at something other than where you are standing. But if you will accept that this is a vibrational universe, and you would begin looking at it, meaning feeling for it emotionally, vibrationally, so that you are tuning yourself more deliberately rather than by default, which just means reacting to what's going on, then you will accomplish a new point of view, which is what you're talking about. That's just a new, refreshing point of view. That's why you like it so much. And that new point of view brings different things to, not only brings different things to you, but you're able to see the different things that it is bringing. Yeah.
So, do you have any questions for me?
We are wanting to acknowledge the brilliance of ourselves, that we were able to reach into this crowd and find the perfect beginning point. Because all of these things are exactly what we were talking about just now. And it is the basis of everything that will help you to understand how to create your own reality. Enough?
Yes.
Really good.
Perfect. Thank
Really
you.
good, yeah.
First of all, I want to thank you. I can't believe I'm here. I feel so much appreciation for you. I understand that once I am on the vortex and I have all the answers that I need.
Perfect. Not all the answers, but all I need right now.
Yes, I feel wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God. But there's one thing that I was just speaking with someone here, George, my friend in the back, that all my friends think that I'm crazy.
Little bit of resonance in the room there. That's why earlier we said, just tell them you're happy. Leave it at that.
Exactly.
Goes better.
Exactly. They all think that I'm crazy, but I mean...
But crazy because you're not facing reality?
Yeah, because I guess they don't live the life that I'm living because I'm so happy. But the funny thing about it is that each time they have a problem, they come to me. They just call me like, please come by because I need your guidance. So that's funny. But I understand that. And again,
so which part of them feels best to you? Them not understanding you at times and thinking you're crazy, or them understanding your value sometimes and seeking your brilliance? Of course.
I mean, I always see them. I always try to be connected before I talk to them.
Yeah.
Just to see them like source energy, just to see them as who they really are.
Yeah.
not as they are looking themselves. So
Well, that takes some discipline, doesn't it? To
Yes, it
see the vortex version of them and to believe in their believing of the vortex version. In other words, you can see their vortex and you can believe it. But when you are a really good friend is when you are able to believe them believing it. Because you can believe it, but until they believe it, then they're not going to realize their own manifestations. So that's the key, isn't it? To be an uplifting friend, to believe that they can believe this. And how do you get anybody to believe in their own value? You see it. How do you get anyone to believe in their own brilliance? You see it. You see it. You hold the vibration of it so steady that they see you see it. And even though they don't quite see it yet, they see you see it.
leading by example.
When your dog barks and sniffs at something that you can't see, you don't say, "Stop faking." You know that that dog is sensing something that you just don't necessarily sense or necessarily want to sense. But you don't doubt that it is having a different experience. And so it's the same sort of thing. Let your extraordinary senses just be something that are on display all of the time. And in time, others will develop their own.
Thank you so much. And the last question, I'm really enjoying this moment. I mean, we're from Miami. I flew with my beautiful wife here. This is the first time we're here in California. It's a lovely city. It's amazing. I mean, there's so much beauty here. But there's one subject that I know that I'm on the wobble zone, like you said, is that me and my wife just recently got married, and we were trying to, and I'm going to ask you this question because I know you're always on the vortex, and you're always seeing things through the eyes of Source. In this particular subject, I can't. So this is what I'm
and
here.
So we just want to take a moment here and help you to see what you're reaching for from us is what we were encouraging you to be for your friends to reach for.
Yes.
Since you believe that we can see and you can't quite see it, so you feel the advantage to you of hearing someone who sees or who knows, and that's the same advantage that you offer to your friends. Can you feel how
Completely.
perfect that is?
Completely. And
Enough, we have no more time.
sorry. And I came here because I wanted my wife to hear you. I want her to hear you. And it's regarding, we love kids. We love kids so much. And we tried for 5 years to have kids. And when we finally got it, when she was pregnant, we lost it. She had a miscarriage, like a month. When she was pregnant, and a month we got a miscarriage. So I wanted to know how and why, since we wanted so much. And why?
We're going to tell you a story, and it's not a story to guide you into action. It's a story to help you to understand some of what's going on. Before we tell you that story, we have something else to say, and that is when you're noticing what is and what is isn't what you want. If what is has more of your attention than what you want, then what is can be a dominant factor. Now, it may feel to you like, but why us? There are so many people that don't even mean to be pregnant who get pregnant. So why is something that matters so much to us difficult? And we say, because you're a teacher to the core of your being, and you can't teach what you don't know, and you don't know it unless you've had a real life experience about it. So that's part of it. You really want to understand this. All right, so that's the basis of this. The next thing that we want to say, it's a really common thing. Look it up if you want to, that people are having a hard time conceiving, and then they finally give up and they adopt a baby, and then they get pregnant. And the reason is that once they have the baby, they don't have any more lack of baby going on. Now they got presence of baby going on. And so they believe in baby. So there's that. Also, we can see your vortex, and there are kids in there. So have fun.
Thank you.